After an outstanding but all too short stay in the Togian Islands, we reluctantly set off for the first hop of our return trip to Luwuk, expecting a typically equatorial, windless and therefore boring motor to our next anchorage. That was until our engine blew its top, leaving us becalmed and adrift, literally in the middle of nowhere, 150 miles from a mechanic. Stress level 10. We're an Australian couple, Rob and Karen, who worked out before it was too late that life is for living. So we're off sailing to catch our Dreamtime, exploring as many of Indonesia's 17,000 islands as we can. Next on our list is Sulawesi, the world's 11th largest island, remote and far from the usual sailing routes. Its coastline boasts golden sand beaches and hundreds of offshore islands for us to discover, along with many diverse cultural groups. Come along on our journey as we make the most of every single day in Series 5, Dreamtime Sulawesi.
Good morning! It is a beautiful morning here in the Togian Islands, just spectacular, and we're leaving. You get that? Sometimes farewells are really difficult. We've had a lovely stay here in the Togians, and like everybody says, they wish they had more time here. We certainly wish we had more time here. This visa issue is really annoying. Thankfully it's being fixed for everyone, but yeah, we're just on that last lot and watching a local boat go through. Give me a little wave. Yeah, just really annoying that we have to get back to Luwuk. But back to Luwuk we are. So we're going to wind our way through the reefs this morning using our track that came in, meaning we didn't hit anything coming in, we're not going to hit anything going out because it's bright and early. It's 6 a.m. and 6 a.m. meaning we're not going to see much in the water because the sun's not up high enough. We're on deck with this anchor. Nice and tight because we're over by the reef. Navionics, you're a pain in the ass as well.
Sorry?
I said Navionics wants you to subscribe every morning when you turn it on.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the butt, even though we have a subscription.
Yes.
Okay. You're going to take us out. I'm going to go up the bow this morning. Have a nice little view up there. Take a camera, show you what it's all like. Not much really, I think very high tide, but see what we can show you.
See you in Luwuk! Daniel and Emma's visas have more time on them than ours, so they're going to stay here a few more days. Lucky dogs. However, we still have an extension left on ours we can do in Luwuk. But when they catch up with us, they'll be flying out to Kuala Lumpur for a couple of days while we keep an eye on Lola B. Then when they come back, they'll start again with an all-new visa. This is the start of our track back down to Luwuk for our visa extensions. We had planned to do them, well, originally in North Sulawesi, Gorontalo, but because of the Mount Ruwang volcano, we have made that decision that we are not going to go any further north. The risk of tsunami is fairly low, but the risk of volcanic ash is a lot higher. And with Karen being an asthmatic, volcanic ash is kryptonite. So as well as dodging reefs, I'm just dodging little dugout canoe fishing boats. I'm going to do a right hand turn here. He's right there. He's going to cross before me, so that's all good.
So wind your way into here. It's certainly been worth it. We've had a lovely stay. We've had some great interaction with the Bajo village and the children coming out. At times it was very tiring. I went out at one stage and in charades told them that Rob was sleeping and a sleeping sign and pointed below, and they were so good they all just went okay, okay, and turned around in their canoes and went back to the village. But yeah, it's if you use this anchorage, be prepared to be inundated with canoes and children. Emma and Daniel are actually staying an extra day, and they have promised that they're going to go swimming with the children this morning, so that is going to be interesting. Look at that beautiful sunset, sunset, my goodness. Sunrise, look at that beautiful sunrise. We went and visited the school yesterday. It was the senior school with some of the kids. They were so very proud to show us their school. And then they led us down to where they said we could see a beautiful view. And the beautiful view was of our boat. How cute was that?
I've got 14 waypoints winding around these reefs to get out of here, all laid over the track that we made coming in. So it's the old theory, if we didn't hit anything coming in, we shouldn't hit anything going out. And in fact the tide's a lot higher now too. We've got 10 metres of water under us at the moment. There are a couple of shallow patches where we go over some coral, but I think we're going to find there's still 5 or 6.
Shallowing. Shallowing now.
All good.
What's the depth?
18.
It's so very hard to tell the depths when the water is so clear, even with the sun not high enough for reef exits and entries. I can still see the bottom here, and it's so very difficult to tell whether it's 4 metres or 18, as Rob called out. I'm not seeing it in advance of us though, I'm only seeing it when we're actually on top of it. So it's actually nice being up the front here, not having the worry of the helming of the boat through reefs. Might take this job more often. There doesn't look to be anyone in it. There's no one in it. It's half full of water and no one's in it. Oh yeah.
You know?
It's no pirates.
Beautiful people.
Absolutely, it's a safer country too, and than I think many countries.
Hello, gang.
Even if there's no wind, 1 minute we're living the dream, motoring over beautiful flat water with dolphins playing on the bow. Next minute, we're facing disaster with a broken water pump belt and a seriously overheated engine. Unfortunately, I didn't notice the temperature gauge rising until things got very, very hot. And now Rob's in the engine room trying to fix it. And we're stuck in bum nowhere. We've got to get to bloody Luwuk to do our visa.
The engine has thrown both its belts off that run the alternator and water pump. So the engine has got very hot. It's throwing belt dust everywhere. And to get new belts on, I have to actually take the coolant line off. So things are a bit warm in here, but we're floating around adrift with no wind. So got to do what we got to do.
And there's still water in the top chamber.
There's still water in the header tank, which is a good sign. It'll be interesting to see how tight the engine is when we go to restart it. Whoa, it's hot in there. She definitely got very hot. Well, the belts are back on. The hose is back on. I've put water in the header tank, but it hasn't run into the engine. So the thermostat will have closed because it's got no hot water against it, so only air, and the air's cooled down. So what we're going to have to do is start the engine. When it gets up to temperature, it's going to take more water. So we're going to have to run the engine for a little bit first before we can top it all the way up with water. Now the engine got quite hot, didn't go to the max on the gauge fortunately. A hot engine's hard to start, it's hard on the batteries. So what I'll get you to do is start the generator, and the generator is going to be putting about 5 amps into the start battery that spills from the house batteries. So that's going to be some coming in the back while we're trying to draw heavily out the other side. So when I'm ready, I'll get you to start the generator, and then I'll ask you to have a go at starting the engine, and I'll put my head up and let you know quite clearly if we need to turn it off. Okay? Cross fingers.
I'm sorry, I didn't notice it.
That's easy. It can happen. So, spilt milk is in the past. We're moving forward. Spilt milk is all through my shirt. It's actually me. Okay.
So good news is, even just with mainsail, we've done over 1.2 miles in the right direction.
Let's hear it for current.
Yeah, I think it's more current than it is wind, because we have 3.2 right behind us and we're doing 2.2, so I do think we've got a bit of current with us.
Okay, let's go generator.
Generator first, yep, Jenny's going.
Try starting the engine for me, please.
No, will not start.
Is it in neutral?
No. Started. See what happens when your mind starts thinking? Do all crazy things. No neutral.
With the motor restarted, we monitored the oil pressure and had a nervous wait watching the temperature gauge rise.
Okay, it's gone over the middle mark and it's heading to the 180. Rob, honey, did you hear me? Rob? The temperature's going up. Rob! The temperature's going up.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm getting water.
Okay. Rob's just yelled up for me to back off the engine. I'm not sure what it is that but it's not sure what the problem is, but he's yelled up and he's busy down there, so I'm not even going to ask him what the problem is. I'll just stay here at the helm, ready for him to let me know what to do.
Come and fill water.
Okay, fill water.
Turn it off.
Hey,
Turn it off.
I am! The water's still running. What's going on?
Oh, we put
What's going on?
It's swallowing water.
Look,
And I could be wrong, but I thought it should be full. I need to get my breath, love.
okay. Okay, I'm just asking. It's swallowing water.
And I think it may have oil in the water, which will be a very bad sign. Just turn the ignition on and tell me what the temperature is.
Between 140 and 160.
I'm just going to see if I can reach the dipstick without burning myself stupid and check what it's at. Okay.
Okay.
We are motoring along at 5.5 knots with a little bit of current assist at very low RPM. Oil pressure gauge is sitting where it should be. Temperature gauge is about where it should be. Looks like we might have dodged a bullet. Lessons learned. Two things. At fire up in the morning, the belts were squealing a bit. And that's when, well, the start battery's down a bit, so the alternator has to put in more charge into that start battery. So it puts a little bit more load on and it puts more strain on those belts, and they squeal a bit. So this morning I got up, and before we started the engine, I sort of went, well, I'm over this, I'm going to tighten the belts. So I've tightened the belts, and what's happened is, what, about 4 hours later?
Yep, 4 hours later.
I suddenly went, I can smell something a bit warm, a bit hot. So I was below doing some editing, and I stuck my head up and said, what's the engine temperature? At which stage Karen said,
It's at 200.
oops. Turn the engine off, go and have a look, and that's when I found the belts off. So two mistakes. When I tightened the belts this morning, I should have replaced them. They've been squealing over morning, they've actually been stressed, they've been heat affected, and once they're tightened up, they broke. So I should have replaced them rather than just tighten those belts up. And the other mistake,
I should have been watching the temperature.
yeah, on watch when you're motoring or motor sailing, watching those gauges for your oil pressure, temperature, etc. is as important as watching the chart plotter.
And the sails.
And the sails if you're sailing. So, yeah. So, two mistakes made today, two lessons learned. I am literally dripping. I've had, I think, 3 of these bottles of water.
Dirty.
So,
And filthy dirty.
well, I have been in the engine room covered in.
And the engine room is filthy again.
The belt flew to pieces, so there is belt dust and shrapnel everywhere. So,
2 belts.
yeah, both belts. So it's going to take a bit of a clean up. We have no sign of any water in the oil. We have no sign of bubbles in the header tank at this point. We'll be closely watching for those, because either it could be a sign of a head gasket blown, cracked head, or even a cracked block. Touching wood, we hope we don't have any of those, but we'll be keeping a very close eye on things. And
we are on a schedule. We do have to move each day to get down to Kendari, to get down to Luwuk in time to do our visa. But once we are in Luwuk, I will be doing a complete clean-up of the engine room and an oil change, because that oil has been heated more than I like. So it still had about, I think, 60 hours before we're due for a change, but I'll do the oil change early, new filters, etc., and just for comfort, because we are so close to the equator, we can't sail anywhere, and if we lose that engine, we are literally just simply stranded.
Yeah, there's no mechanics. We have to do this stuff ourselves. Thank God, thank goodness, I have someone that actually has some knowledge of engines.
Yeah,
Could actually, because if you have no knowledge of engines, this isn't the place for you. There is nobody here to help.
You've got to be a little bit self-reliant. Now, I went through all of the process, got underway again, was checking everything, and then phoned a friend, just to make sure that the procedure I'd gone through was all correct. And that friend was Karen's father, who happened to be, in his earlier life, a diesel engineer. So, very handy to be able to go through my checklist and say, is there anything else I should be looking for? And basically, the only thing that he's recommended is that we keep an eye on the gauges like hawks, and that tomorrow morning, when everything's cooled off and everything, we start the engine up and have another look in that header tank to see if there's any sign of any bubbles. But I think the gauge got to about 200, maybe 210. Our gauge goes up to 240. It didn't get near that, so we really do think we caught it in time. The only thing that's overheated now is
Us.
me. I'm going to finish this water and head for the shower.
Yeah, cold shower.
I don't often shower underway, but today will be an exception.
Yep, your feet are black.
I am rather filthy. So we thought we wouldn't have anything to talk to you about on this journey, because
it was pretty boring.
Flat seas, no wind, chug along, and we'll get there in sort of 10.5 hours.
Hey, she did all right under sail whilst we were mucking around. She did 2.5 nautical miles. It's only.
Well, our average was sitting at 6.1 knots when we stopped the engine. Our average is now 4.7. We'll see what it gets back up to by the time we get in. But as I say, we're only motoring along at 5.5 knots at very low revs, because we would rather not strain the engine at this stage. That's it.
Well done, mate. Well done. Oh my goodness, how much of it do you think is under the water? It's a huge tree chunk.
I wouldn't want to run into it, put it that way.
Well, what a day. We're finally coming into our anchorage. It's at 5:23 p.m. It's nice and calm, which is what we expected. And yeah, anchor up for the night and be on our way again in the morning. We're at 8. Do miss our radios. Anywhere you want here. Good sandy bottom here, so shouldn't have any problems with hooking in. Let's hope. Don't need it today. Some days the dream isn't quite a dream, it can be quite a nightmare. That's exactly what it was. Stop, track, save. What did we do? So today's track, 12th of May. It is Mother's Day. It was 57.7 nautical miles, 11 hours and 26 minutes. Our average speed was 5 knots. And that even takes the point where I was sailing the boat at 1.1 knots. We did get up to 2 and a bit at one stage, but it's probably around the 2 knots average that we had. We started at 5:59 a.m. and it's 5:25 p.m. I think it's GNT time. Certainly be a beer time for Rob. He's had one hell of a day.
It is absolutely beer o'clock. So far so good, but tune in next episode to see how the rest of our trip to Luwuk pans out. Hey, in real world time, Christmas is almost here, and if you're looking for a unique but slightly salty gift, check out our choice of 2026 photo calendars. One features beautiful Indonesian destinations we have sailed to, and the other is a series of portraits highlighting some of the generous, warm, beautiful people we've met here. These calendars are for wall hanging, giving you a stunning pictorial each month with a page allowing plenty of room for all those important dates. Be quick though, as these are for pre-order, with printing and postage completing in time for Australian delivery before Christmas and international soon after. If you do want it by Christmas, your order will need to be placed by Thursday 4th of December, or you might prefer one of our eBOOKS or screensavers. You can find the link for everything in the episode description or on our Facebook and Instagram. Hey, thanks for riding along with us on our wacky adventures, and remember, life's for living, so make the most of every single day.